Okay, welcome back to a brand new video, and we're reviewing WrestleMania 41 Night 2, which I thought was way better than WrestleMania Night 1 because the crowd was excited, better matches, and just all around a better thing. Let's start with the Women's World Championship Triple Threat match. Io, Rhea, Bianca. Bianca getting booed out of the building like she has been for the past couple of weeks. Io being cheered like crazy. So did Rhea being cheered crazy as well because she's one of the most over people and probably the most over star in all of the women's division right now. And I thought this was the best match. It was better than most matches on last night's show, which I feel like was not hard to beat. And where I thought really all three women had beautiful chemistry, was better than what that women's championship match had last night. That was pretty bad. And in general, I thought the match was pretty solid, and I thought it was better than a lot better. Probably the best women's triple threat match at Mania, maybe. I'm glad to see Io retain the belt after a bunch like the KOD from Bianca to Rhea moonsault that ended and pinned that ended Bianca's undefeated streak at Mania, which we found out was false because she lost at WrestleMania 34, which is crazy. Did not know that, but. Yeah, good to see that the company has confidence in Io to retain the championship and carry it to out of Mania. So I'm glad to see that. Now let's move to the Sin City Street fight from Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Now I thought the match had some very cool stuff. Obviously, it was a sponsored match, which kind of ruined it a little bit, but it still had some cool spots like Damian head almost getting chopped off by a chair when Drew went for a Claymore, but Damien reversed that into a South of Heaven through a table, I'm pretty sure. Damien, the end of the match was crazy as well. I mean, Damien was trying for the old school crossbody, but he got just pushed off the top rope and into two tables, which I didn't remember being set up. Of course, you know, the infamous spot where Drew's tweeting during his matches, taking instead of this time he had a picture doing the peace sign, him saying "still bored at work," like the one he did the kind of the matching the tweet he did last year. So yeah, and I thought Drew ending the match was cool, where Damien's head was trapped into a chair and he got Claymored in the face when the chair was there, and ending Drew McIntyre's PLE losing streak, since he hasn't won PLE since SummerSlam. So, yeah. But congratulations to Drew for winning. I really think it was worthy, and I want to see what Damien and Drew have to do next in their respectable lives. Now let's move on to the triple fatal way, whatever this is. The fatal four-way with Dom, Penta, and Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. This match was phenomenal. The spots were crazy when Carlito got out there, him getting absolutely speared out of his boots. 2, on the announcer's table was crazy. Braun doing his athletic stuff in the beginning of the match. Finn and Dom working together until Dom finally hit Finn Balor with a drop kick. Tried to do the 619, but Finn caught that and said no, kicked his leg out, started beating him up, kicking him and stuff until Penta and Braun broke it up and started taking the Finn Balor. I thought Penta did a good job when he hit the Penta driver, getting the crowd to stand up, say, "Oh no, is that gonna be it?" And the roll ups from Dom, doing those false finishes were cool as well. And I think the finish of the match was crazy when Braun hit. I believe it was Braun who hit Dom's feet underneath him, hitting, getting him low blowed, and then Finn Balor taking advantage, hitting the sling blade drop kick stuff, and hit the Kuna Girl, pinned him. But Dominic hit the frog splash on both of them, and then pinned Finn Balor to become the Intercontinental Championship champion. And let me just tell you, the greatest Intercontinental Championship reign started here at WrestleMania 40, and it belongs to Dirty Dominic Mysterio, which I am so glad to see, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this match, or with his title reign. And I'm so glad, very, 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 very glad that the start of the greatest Intercontinental Championship reign of all time started here at WrestleMania 41. Can't wait to see what the greatest Mysterio, greatest Luchador, greatest wrestler, greatest Guerrero, greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time does with this beautiful Intercontinental Championship reign. Now, let's move on to the Logan Paul AJ Styles match. And I'm going to say this from right now. This was the worst in-ring style and thing, which I don't know what to call it, the worst thing, worst WrestleMania match of Logan Paul's entire career. And maybe even worst match, I will say, maybe. No viral spots, because those are normally the reasons why people are hooked into Logan Paul matches, the viral spots, like jumping stuff. Nothing this year. We didn't get nothing very viral, which I feel like was missing. It was kind of an average match. Logan Paul stealing AJ Styles' finisher and AJ no-selling it to finish, to hit him with Logan Paul's with Styles Clash. I mean, then you got Logan Paul's manager, Jeff, getting the brass knucks, trying to hand him to Logan, but Karrion Kross, which I'm glad it made a WrestleMania appearance, took the brass knucks and tried to give it to AJ, but AJ threw them and yeeted Karrion Kross out of there, which ended up being bad decision for AJ. He probably should have took those brass knucks, because Logan Paul hit him with a one lucky punch and pulverizer 1, 2, 3, and Logan Paul won clean at WrestleMania, defeating the phenomenal AJ Styles, which shocked me. And maybe we get something again with Logan Paul and AJ Styles in a better match. And the next match Logan Paul has, it better be some type of viral moment that has something better, because I feel like this is what definitely was the worst Logan Paul match we've seen so far in his WWE career. And I know we have a bunch of time with Logan Paul since he's like kind of young, and he's doing this for fun, and I feel like he's very into it, so I feel like we got a little time left. But I think this was the worst in-ring match of Logan Paul's entire career. I know I missed the match, the Randy Orton Joe Hendry match, but it was a fun match. It was a fun match, and it was just basically there just for Randy Orton to get that WrestleMania dub, and I'm so glad that Joe Hendry gets a WrestleMania moment. So that's basically it. Time to move on to the Tag Team Championship match with Liv, Raquel, Becky Lynch, and Lyra Valkyria. Now, basically, as soon as Bayley was taken out, we all knew it was going to be Becky. We all knew, basically, the Tag Team Championship reign was over for Liv and Raquel, and just basically handed to Lyra and Becky at this point. Honestly, the in-ring stuff wasn't the best, greatest thing on earth. It was basically just to get Becky in the ring to see how it is. And let me just tell you, she has not lost a single step. And it's just great to see Becky Lynch back in the ring. And because I feel like it's just great when you have Becky Lynch in the world of professional wrestling. I'm so glad she's back, because she makes everything better in professional wrestling. That's my opinion. But Lyra and her ended up winning, and she did get a big pop. And her first time coming back after that almost a year-long break she took last year in May. She's made a return, and she said she'll be back full time. In the press conference when she was said she doesn't do stuff part time, which is true. Sure. Anyway, I think this match was fine for what it was, and it was just basically to get Becky Lynch back in order. Okay, we're at this match. Okay, where do I start? I mean, Cody had a cool entrance. The dirt bikes, the smoke, American flag colors coming out of the, what's it called? The Titantron. Cody's American Nightmare skull tattoo, skull thing was like Iron Man mask kind of. John Cena's entrance was just plain black Titantrons with the white text saying John Cena on them. Nothing really special. I really am surprised I'm saying this, but is it a bad thing that the best part of this match was the in-ring stuff? Like, the in-ring stuff wasn't even that great. It was just basically Cody Rhodes getting beat down for like 10 minutes, getting attitude adjustments, getting avalanche attitude adjustments, and him kicking out, barely getting any offense until he kicked out with a one last attitude adjustment. And then Travis Scott came out, and Cody was about to get hit, slapped by him with the referee still standing. Then Cody Rhodes reversed it, started attacking John Cena, took out Travis Scott until and Travis Scott back down, and then until the referee got knocked down by John Cena. And then John Cena rolled out for a little bit. Travis Scott got hit with the crossroads after getting in the face of Cody Rhodes. And then Cody was about to get hit with the what's it called? The championship. But then he hits a crossroads on John Cena, which the referee was down, so he didn't do nothing about that. And then John Cena grabs the undisputed title, tries to hit Cody Rhodes with it. Cody Rhodes takes the towel away from John, tries to throw the towel away after saying, shut him, throws the towel away. Cody gets hit in the balls. And then John Cena takes the title, hits Cody Rhodes with the title, threw the title out of the ring, pins Cody Rhodes. That was it. We have a new champion. John Cena breaks the 17-time world champion. And that was the absolutely worst possible way we could have this. Not even joking. The ending made Cody look weak. Think about last year. Cody took spear, Samoan spike, spear combos, and still kicked out of all that. This man took 2 attitude adjustments, got hit in the balls, and got hit in the face with a title, and that was it. This was a terrible way to end Cody's reign as champion, and John Cena's this was a terrible way to end the match in general. And I really hope, because I feel like they're going to run this match back at SummerSlam and give the title back to Cody or something like that. I hope their match at SummerSlam, I think they'll have a match at SummerSlam is way better than this hot piece of garbage was this ending of this match. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I was excited for this match. And The Rock, it was just Travis Scott. Like, what? Unbelievable. But, John Cena, your new champion. Okay. Rock, this is all your fault. You should have been here.